Hi, I'm Deborah Bernard of Joyfully Living Wellness. Welcome to our Q&A session for this week. We're talking about to give or not to give. Last week we talked about boundary setting. We talked about what it's like to walk around with a boundary established all the way around you, holding up this wall. Well, this can be exhausting. It can be depleting of our energy. And who wants to walk around barricaded, trapped within a wall? Instead, we want to be like the oak tree. We want to be strong and firmly rooted into the earth. We don't want to be like the leaves of the oak tree that get tossed about and blown from the tree every time the wind blows. We want to be like the trunk and the roots, firm, solidly rooted into the ground, into the truth of who we are. That way the wind can blow and blow, and it doesn't affect us. We're not upset by it. So this week I want to talk about giving from that place, the place of being grounded and rooted in the truth of who you are. Now, even if you are firmly rooted and grounded like the oak tree, it doesn't mean that you always have to give. In fact, sometimes it's right not to give. Sometimes it is okay to say no. But what happens is we get conflicted inside. We want to be a good friend. We want to be a good parent. We don't want to let people down. We don't want to hurt people's feelings. We want to be there for our friends. So even if we want to say no, or we feel like we just can't in this moment, we feel obligated. We feel bad if we would say no. So we want to push ourselves into saying no when it really doesn't feel right inside. Or sometimes we know that it's not right inside, but we feel a sense of obligation to the person. We care about the relationship. We don't want to let the person down. So what do we do in this place? Well, when in doubt, go with the inner truth. Jesus said, speak the truth in love. He also said, the truth will set you free. But sometimes it's hard to speak the truth in these times when we're feeling conflicted. Sometimes when we're feeling one thing on the inside and then we're feeling that obligation or that should, it sets up this inner conflict. And when we respond to the person who's asking, it can come out like a punch or a sting, right? That's because we're responding from the place of the conflict. And it can appear to be an outer conflict too, but we're responding from our own inner conflict, not responding from the place of inner truth. So how do we get to the place of inner truth? Well, let's look at the first three steps of the healing process. Now, I teach a 7-step healing process, in case you're not familiar with that, called Care for Connection healing process. The first 3 steps help us to get to that place of that truth of that conflict and to accept ourselves and our journey in that place. So step number 1, awareness. What are you aware of in this moment, in this situation? If you have a situation like this in your life, take a minute to think of what you're aware of. Well, chances are somebody's expecting something of you or asking something of you, wanting something from you, and you're feeling conflicted about it, you're feeling uncomfortable. So take a minute and think about what you notice about this situation. Write it down. Make a note for yourself. It helps. It helps to write things down. And then number 2, discernment. Now, a lot of times you're thinking, how dare this person ask this of me again? What's wrong with this idiot? Right? Or why can't I just say no? Why did I say yes to this again? I don't have the time for it. I'm exhausting myself. I'm being pulled in too many different directions. Why can't I just say no? Okay. Now, a lot of this self-talk that we do comes from a place of self-judgment. So go ahead and just peel that layer off. Write it down again if you want to and set it aside. Let that go for this moment. It only clouds your ability to see the truth. Now, when you get to that next layer, look at the situation. What are the facts of the situation? What's happening on the outside? and what's happening on the inside. What you really want to know is what is going on here. What are you feeling? What are you experiencing? What is your truth? And then step number 3 is acceptance. Now, when you feel that place of discomfort inside, you feel that place in you that is feeling conflicted, feeling wrong, feeling bad, just know that you don't have to wallow in it, you don't have to relive it. But know this, you are a spiritual being on an earthly journey in a human body. You're here to experience this world for your soul's journey. You're here to learn about the truth of who you are. When you feel this place of discomfort inside, all it's telling you is that there is an inner truth inside that is wanting to get your attention. And the discomfort, the conflict, comes because that inner truth is feeling out of alignment with what's going on around you. Or I should say what's going on around you is out of alignment with your inner truth. So take this discomfort as a signal for you, a sign for you that there is something inside, an inner truth that is waiting to be rediscovered. Let this be a gift for you, an opportunity for you to get to know an inner truth within yourself. This is an opportunity to bring another part of your life into alignment with the truth of who you are. So accept this as a part of your journey on this earth. Accept it as a gift. We all want to live the truth of who we are. We all want to bring our lives into greater alignment and harmony with our inner truth. This is the way that these inner truths are shown to us. It's through the discomforts that we experience in our lives that lead us to the inside. And a lot of times when we feel these discomforts, our habits and our patterns are to rebound out of the discomfort to a defense mechanism, to a coping strategy, to that punch, to that sting, right? So allow yourself to be with that discomfort long enough to hear what's on the other side of it, on the inside. This is how you get to the knowing of your inner truth. When you can allow yourself to be with that and hear your inner truth, just dissolve that outer conflict, dissolve the inner conflict, helps you to recognize what's really going on for you, and then you can speak the truth from love. And that truth will set you free. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you want more information about this, visit me on my website at joyfullylivingwellness.com. You can contact me through the contact page on my website. I'd love to hear from you. Again, I'm Deborah Bernard of Joyfully Living Wellness. Thank you again, and have a beautiful day.